Hi guys, my name is Me, and you can call me Nari for short, and I'm nearly 10 years old, and today, this is an interesting topic. It's about Jane Goodall that I just read about it in Kids A to Z. So, if you want to check it out, you can go to Reading with Me and Jane Goodall. So, Jane Goodall, guess, is it a female or a male? Jane Goodall is a female. So today Jane Goodall is kind of about animals right now. We're talking about animals right now. So Jane Goodall was born in England, and she was born in 1934. She loves learning about animals and loved to be with them. She wondered a lot. She dreamed about living with them. She dreamed about living with them, guys. And she also loved reading colorful books about animals' life cycles. And it's about animals, guys. So yeah. And she loves reading animals. But where? In Africa. So she loved going to Africa once. So when she was 18 years old, she graduated from high school and became a secretary. So, a secretary. She wondered how being a secretary would help her get to Africa. But by 1957, Goodall had saved enough money to go to Africa. And within, she saw a famous scientist called Dr. Louis Leakey. So we call him Dr. Leakey. So Dr. Leakey is learning about apes. Okay, just studying about apes. But then he needed a new assistant, even though he knew that Goodall had no scientific training. But he still hired her. Then she learned fast and loved the jobs. She get to stay with the apes. And then they wanted to talk about chimpanzees. But Dr. Leakey needs someone. Needs someone to what? Needs someone to stay in the forest, watching them, simply be patient, waiting for them, and writing notes about them. And that's Goodall. Goodall is, it's like, for her, it's like a dream come true. So, when Goodall was 26 years old, which is in 1960, and she went to Gombe. Gombe, you know what Gombe is? It's like Gombe, and we call it Gombe. So it's a forest in Tanzania where the chimpanzee lived in. So she traveled there, and each day, every minute, every second, she watched it. Even though the rain falling down from the clouds, she's still sitting there patiently writing. Because she loved animals. She took careful notes, and she noticed that chimpanzees stayed with families. So she gave each chimp, which she calls a chimp, so fast, name that begins with the same letter of the alphabet. So, for a long time, chimps are afraid of her, but they get used to it. But why did they get used to her? But how? There's the older and curious one, chimps, which is Goodall had named him David Graybeard. Okay, so David came and finding food. Then she hid the banana inside her shirt to see if David can find it. Guess what? As his trust in then he led Goodall into the forest. and lead to the family. Guess what? Chimps are so clever. How do they just hold hands? And just hold hands, guys. Chimps hold hands. And let it. Wow, guys. So, yeah. So, then David's family tell her to sit down and then talk to each other. Not talking like real human language, chimps language. Okay? So, yeah. She also find out 2 things about chimps. So, chimps, first of all, chimps get their food by a tool. Second of all, they will get the leaves, just straight, which is their tool, and get all the leaves so they could just put it into small spaces and get the food. So, also, chimps is very, very like humans. They are emotions. They have emotions. They can be happy, they can be angry, they can be loving and jealous. They can even hold hands, play together, and sometimes she even saw them laugh and throw tantrums. But there's a trouble. Everybody in the forest keep hunting them, selling them to zoos, circuses, and even as pets. And they steal babies. Babies chimps, not bigger chimps. You know the reason why? Because as pets, big chimps, which is the mother and the father chimps, is very hard to take care of. So they usually take care of babies so they will get used to it. But that's not good at all. They even cut trees for their homes to make homes. But chimps have their homes there too. So Jane's help. She traveled all around the world to tell people to stop that. Then she come back to the Goodall forest and do her job again. That's what a good person, a scientist, can do. So today we're going to just find out a little about So we're going to talk about the definition. Okay, so Africa is a noun and the second largest continent in the world, located south of Europe. Apes is a noun too. Furry animals such as chimpanzees or gorillas that are closely related to monkeys and humans. Behavior, a noun. The way the human or other animals act in certain situations. Like some people, like in my school, they just like behave like I'm the best, like that. And chimpanzees are mid-sized great apes live in Africa. I'm a bit sick now. So yeah. So that's the end of my presentation. So thank you for listening. Bye.